Oh my god, we're recording again. Holy fuck, another video is coming out. Another fucking video is coming out. Wild, wild. I know. I've actually, recorded some shit. I've recorded like 12 videos. Probably none of which are going to be released because I don't give a fuck enough. What are we talking about today? We're talking about being mad. We're talking about being mad. That's something that gives it's a real gripe of mine, is that no one's allowed to be fucking mad anymore. You get a lot of people out there where the second you show any kind of frustration or anger, that's it. Whoa, this guy's wilding out. You can sit there and be a bitch. You can sit there and cry. You can sit there and just emotionally drain all the people around you. But, God forbid you raise your voice, It's fucking crazy. God forbid you raise your voice. God forbid that you do anything that shows any level of frustration or anger to people around you. It's immediately like, this guy's a threat. This guy's a tweaker. Yeah, mate, I'm a fucking... Oh my god, it pisses me off. There is nothing that's more frustrating because I think you sit there and you just go like, I can have so much patience for all of those around me, and yet the second I need it, I'm never going to see it back because all of a sudden it's threats to the people around me. Ludicrous, ridiculous, fucking idiotic, I think you see shit like this and it's like, mate, no wonder people would prefer to isolate. Sorry, my hair looks fucking autistic as hell. I've just been out the shower and clearly, mate, it does not look good. It does not look good. I've got a proper like fucking curly perm going on up there, Looks bad. I need to straighten it out. Um, immensely frustrating, immensely frustrating. Especially I think when you sit there and you kind of go like the cause of the frustration should be very obvious to people around me, to the point where it's like kind of ludicrously autistic to sit there and just go like, oh, I wonder why he's mad. You're the reason why I'm fucking mad, you prick, you bitch. Um, I've realized by the way I phrase this, like people are probably gonna see this and be like, he's talking about a woman. I'm not. I used to live in a drug house in which, who would have guessed? People did a shitload of drugs. Um, I was driven up the wall by this guy in there, driven up the fucking wall to the point where it made me lose my mind slightly. Bearing in mind, like, shame to admit, myself was also on drugs for a significant period of this. So you're not really in the clearest mind state. Um, and then all of a sudden, you've just got someone who's like out to piss you off, like they're out to see how far they can push you because like pacifist person, all that kind of stuff. I would like to think of myself as a pacifist person, although as I'm talking about frustration and anger, I can get frustrated and I can get angry. It's never at the point where I'm going to like lash out on someone. And I think that's the part that's very frustrating. All of a sudden, you see these people taking step backs and just like, oh, he's fucking wilding out, and it's like, mate, there's actually something worse about it. There's something worse about you trying to take that step back that makes me want to go for your throat. It makes me want to fucking choke you out. More so than if you just went, I know him, Like, how long have you known me for? You've known me for fucking ages. You should know that this isn't a problem. It's not, I'm not going to turn around and just, like, fucking grab your neck. And yet you're going to treat me like I will. Um, Audacious, idiotic, but I think that goes down to the fact that, people are mentally challenged and no one will ever know you as well as you know yourself, Ever. You're going to get the perception that everyone else seems to know each other very well, and that, the truth of it is because they do. You are the alien. You are the fucking alien, and you will never be able to relate to people on a sincere and deep level because you are the fucking alien, and it is your fault. Always. It will never be someone else's fault. It will never be someone else's fault for having a lack of understanding. That will always come down to you. It is up to you to individually be the most understanding and have the most empathy for those around you, because the second that you don't, you are the problem. Always. Anyway, to go back to the story that I was previously talking about, to make a long story short, this guy drove me up the fucking wall. And, me trying to be a more peaceful person, I go, okay, this is a bit out of hand. I'm in a house surrounded by people who I think are my friends, so surely if I communicate that this person is driving me up the wall and making me fucking irate to a point where, I am not comfortable with it. It's very hard to explain what's going on, but you kind of go in your mind and you're like, it is driving me insane to a point that I need to communicate it to someone. So you say it out loud. You go, this person is, they're driving me fucking mad, like they're driving me fucking mad. I know you people know me, you know that I'm not gonna get violent or anything, but like there gets a point where all of a sudden, there gets a point where if someone's gonna piss you off that much, you've just got to strike back. You've just got to hit back. So even after communicating this to the people in the house, no, it's not like anyone cared. It's not like anyone did anything to help. It's not like anyone said anything to them. So they continue to do it. So do you want to know what I did? I fucking snapped. I kicked in the bathroom door and I choked them out. You know? And I'm like, holy shit, that's probably the most violent. It's probably the only time I've ever been, violent in my life. And I think the thing that was so bewildering and baffling about it, the thing that still, I think, just fucking drains me to this day, is I remember I was having a conversation with a few of the people from that house that were related to it, a while after. And I remember them sitting there and saying, what happened? Like, what got you so mad? What the fuck happened? And it's like, you blind motherfucker, okay? There's no way you can sit there and go, mate, I would like, what happened? As if you didn't fucking see, I'm being driven mad. I'm being driven insane. I'm telling people about it to try and get assistance, to try and get help. And instead they sit there and they optionally choose to be fucking blind. It drives me insane. And the thing is, you realize, like, I can't even be mad at these people, The retardation of the people around me it's not their fault. Like, I am the alien. You are the fucking alien. You will always be the alien. You must learn to accept that. It's not even their fault, because the truth of it is that you always should have known. Nobody gives a singular fuck, Nobody else is out to help you, ever. Everyone is always out for your downfall, whether it be the government through sending gang stalkers to you to try and drive you mad, whether it be fucking, I don't know, like fucking homeless people on the street trying to drive you irate. They are agents of chaos. They are there to drive you mad. People around you are always going to be out for the most insidious and evil deeds against you. Always. And you cannot allow them to do it. You must keep yourself centered. Keep yourself grounded, It's easy to get irate. It's easy to get mad. And sometimes you've got to let yourself, Sometimes you have to be able to vent that frustration. And you need to be able to do it in a safe way, healthy manner, all that kind of shit. And everyone is only ever going to try and make that worse. Everyone is only ever going to try and make that worse. They are only going to try and cause more mental and psychological damage to you, because every single person you ever meet, bar a few, and when I say bar a few, I mean like 1% out of 99. It is far safer to, side on caution than it is to anything else. And the thing is, I don't even know if it's deliberate half the time. I think the people around you you are so disconnected from them. You will always be so disconnected from them, so far removed from the way that they think to the way that you think, that there's no way you can relate to them. You can't relate to them. They can't relate to you. You are the alien. You will always be the alien, There's no reason to, you have to care. You have to care for them. You must understand they can never care for you. It's not that they don't want to. It's that they can't. They can't. And allowing them to do so is only ever going to cause you more harm, because it's not like they're ever going to do anything that's going to fucking help you. In fact, half the time they're going to do shit that's going to drive you more mad, more irate, and more insane, until one day I pick up a fucking gun and I shoot up a bitch. Honestly, I'm going to walk into a house and I'm just going to fucking blast everyone down. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do that. That's exaggerative speech. People, they get into a irate state of mind, and it's something you need to control. Like, you're going to need to, learn to control that. Yeah, 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 yeah. And the funny thing is again, like, people, I don't know, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, half the time I make these videos, there's not even any point in me making these videos. Like, I think it's a great thing that I make these videos myself. I think they help us shitloads. I should honestly start just fucking unlisting them, like, actually just, like, not even posting them online, because I realize that anyone who sees this, again, you are the alien. No one's ever gonna fucking relate. No one's ever gonna understand. My words are never gonna get through. Half the time I sound like a fucking schizo to people because they don't understand what the hell's going on. How could they? Who the fuck knows? Oh my god, it makes it insulting. It makes it insulting. I fucking hate everyone around me. Okay, I probably shouldn't leave it on such a, sour, bitter note. Let's get some positives going. Let's get some positives going. The positives are you will build up resilience. You will have to build up resilience, so you will. Now, personally, I talk about the six minds. I think it's a good number. I think you take your own mind, you fracture it, you kill one, you fucking murder one, and then you have six different people that you can bounce ideas off. Six different versions of you. I don't give a fuck, whatever you want to call them. I literally don't give a shit. This is starting to sound way too similar to those motherfuckers on TikTok that were like, I've got alters. No, you don't. You're retarded. Kill yourself. Fuck me, man. This is the problem. Like, you can't communicate any of this shit because the second you start speaking out loud, some fucking retard online is gonna have made it seem retarded. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit if you fucking know me. You never will. I'm gonna fake it. I'm gonna fake it to your face every single fucking day. You're never gonna know me. And you know what? I'm gonna take pleasure in that. Fuck you. Fuck you.